what I support is reining in through a basic income, basic wealth. So basic income is like every month you get a certain amount. Basic wealth is like you also like receive like a pack of wealth every so often, like like a sort of inheritance by the government. Then maximum income, so you have an income cap, and then maximum wealth. So you also have a wealth cap. And so then most taxation would be on personal income. You'd also have taxation on things that like don't harm the economy. Like the only thing that would harm the economy is a personal income tax. The rest would not be, because it would be on things like on land value, on carbon, or and pollution in general, etc. On junk food and alcohol, that kind of thing. Financial transactions. So they're well, that's mostly a result of selective targeting of a few stories by like right wing propaganda, right? And in any case, that's the benefit system. This has nothing to do with UBI. Benefits, you stop getting the benefits once you start working. UBI, you keep getting it even when you work. Yes, it is. Absolutely. And if you don't recognize that, you're honestly pretty like mentally deficient, I'm sorry to say. Yes, it is. Like if you think Fox News is news, you are you are one. Let's say that I wouldn't want to be you, because I value my mental capacity. Um, then, well, the thing is, like, there's no okay. Well, that is good, but you must understand that UBI. Surely you don't. Okay, well, that good for you in that case. However, the point is that you're focusing now, like you bring a few anecdotal evidence stories about how people don't want to go back to work. Like by and large, there've been also studies on UBI where people do by and large, keep on working when they've got UBI. So your little limited evidence of something that has nothing to do with UBI is simply irrelevant. And this is why I'm saying that. And I presume that you were the sort of Fox News watcher, since you do that. I mean, I don't know who you watch instead. You watch Steven Crowder or something like that. Well, that is the equivalent. So, anyway, maybe you don't. I don't know. I don't know. I'm speculating. And the point is that the typical person who brings up this kind of argument is gonna basically fails to understand how the whole thing works. So I'm just not interested. I'm not going to sort of pretend like when people bring up dumb arguments, I treat them. Well, I think you're stereotyping yourself. You stereotyped yourself for your first comment. So, um, I don't actually want to. I know people aren't all stereotypes, but by and large, people kind of are at the same time too. In some way or another. Um, so like yeah. Anyway, basic income, it's never been tried at a large scale, but theoretically, there's no good reason why it shouldn't work. Like literally, if people literally, I don't think most people would be satisfied to live just on a meager basic income. Like I just don't think most people would consider it enough. And if they do, then you just lower the basic income until it's low enough that they find it, obnoxious enough that. And now who's the one who's wanting to stereotype somebody? The point, um, I basically, I don't care, because I think it's just, I know you're wrong, and I know you don't know about me. So likewise, if you don't recognize yourself in what I said about you, then sure, like just don't take it personally. The point is that it was an irrelevant argument. Oh, I do care about the thing, my policies, yeah. I don't particularly care about that some random commenter comes and stereotypes me when saying, I bet you're one of those people who think real communism hasn't been tried before. I guess you arrived a bit after the generic world. I don't support socialism. I don't. So I don't support anarchism. I don't support any of that kind of thing. So, yeah, I mean, I support my thing, which involves UBI, which involves it's basically capitalism, but a sort of fair capitalism. Um, that's the way I see it. And that's the way it is. And so, like with basic income, basic wealth, maximum income, maximum wealth. So you just have you constrain the equalities both at the bottom and at the top. That's my policy, and that is not, it's not socialism. Socialism is when, in practice, is actually it's about. Okay, I'm sick of this. Is way too slow. This is incredibly slow. Okay, yeah. No, they're not. They're not. Socialism is about having the workers control the means of production. I get in heated arguments with socialist people who don't like my policies precisely because there's no sort of worker democracy, workplace democracy. There's no government that's replacing the capitalism. It's the same system. I'm not changing the system. I'm just literally reining in. Like it's like if you call that socialism, it's like calling these Nordic countries socialism. That's a mistake. They're not socialist. They're by and large private enterprise markets system economies. Like you have too many tabs. Yeah, I've got lots of tabs. It's more practical for me. I just that I open stuff and I want to go back to them. So it's not socialism. Like actual socialism is not that. Actual socialism is like sort of what they tried to do in the USSR. Like you have the government sort of, and even then they didn't. In some cases, they still kept some private enterprise, but mostly, yeah, the idea of just having the government control everything, just gives you a job and say, you work for this, you'll earn this amount. That is socialism. I don't support that. I support you retain the same system. Anybody can just start a business. You start at the thing, then you can just get employed. Business people can hire people, can fire people. Um, so it's not socialism. It's not like it's yeah, it's equitarianism. It's like it's fairness. Yeah, I believe in fairness. Yep, yep. Uh, I definitely do. But it's like, let's see. Do you want to discuss other things? I support. Well, if you want more specifically, I support most taxation to be on personal income, and otherwise taxation to be on well, you probably all heard this, no? Like financial transactions and carbon and other pollution if we can, and like junk food and land value, and not have corporate tax. So remember, not note this: no corporate tax, no sales tax. Um, but when I say income, that includes like capital gains, that includes like gifts, inheritance, etc. So it's all that. And also for like the caps also it would include that. Then also so anybody could just start a corporation. It would be 0% tax. So if you want to like invest stuff, you just do it through your own corporation. Nothing gets taxed. But again, once your corporation reaches a certain size, then it has to go public, make an IPO, and then it'll be ruled by shareholders. Um, so you say you're endorsing UBI, which requires people to be subservient to the government. You want government regulated equality as well? Yeah, uh, all properly functioning. Okay, again, so you again are stereotyping yourself. So you're again proving to be, if not a Fox News watcher, you're the equivalent. You might be some sort of libertarian something, or like I don't know. The point is that you need a government for the society to function properly. Otherwise, like literally, do you want no more police? Do you want kids to stop going to school? Do you want to no more proper like roads and infrastructure? Do you like honestly, this is you say we all know how bloated and efficient corrupt government is, and you want to give them more power. No, it's not giving them more power. Like literally, just about transferring. It's not. It doesn't give them more power. It's literally just transferring money from some people to others. Like this taxes, and then the tax money just goes back to everyone. Yeah, like yeah, you laugh, but like you're the joke here, honestly. Good debate. Like yeah, later. Yeah.